ashamed narrating this, but the shame is less than the pending problems if I don't do the right thing now. God bless my father for standing by me. If only my husband can be 10% of my father, things will be much better for me. This is the second divorce staring me in the face. It is my father's firm, and I am the managing director. Tunji was one of my workers. I met him in a low moment. We had a bid to submit, and he was key to delivering that package, but he was not in any shape to deliver. Walked in on him with chatter and got to know that his wife left him for a richer man. I did what any responsible superior in my position would do. Support the staff and keep personal issues away from work. I probably failed. Long story short, we delivered the bid and won the contract. I appreciated Tunji with the promotion. He became a general manager at our finance division. We also became closer friends and pals. I think it went too far when he went romantic.
You are a managing director. Maybe you're still a woman. Money is not everything. You must be wiser. And with age comes wisdom.
Yes, Daddy. I won't.
Months later, and for the first time, I am pregnant with my own baby. I am pregnant with confusion. He has secretly reconciled with his wife, with which he has 2 children, just over a minor disagreement with her. Not only my sanity, but the entire company is at risk right now, including my father's health. How do I proceed with this? I don't even know who to talk
to. Hello viewers. Welcome to today's episode on decisions. Okay, have you ever been beaten before and it was a mistake, but you were beaten again? What will you consider that? Okay, just a thought, keep it in mind. Today we want to look at those kind of situations where it was a mistake, but the second time someone said something, said doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Isn't that definition of madness? I don't know find out more about that on this episode today. And with me to do justice to this thought are two very seasoned guests. Okay, to my close left is Deaconess Deborah Olorunda. She's a registered nurse and also a midwife and minister in Redeemed Christian Church of God. Ma, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
We're glad to have you again today with us. Thank you very much, Ma. Okay, and also on my far left is Reverend Ezekiel Akpeje. Okay, he's a senior pastor of Church of God Mission, Jedo District Headquarters. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And you look good, sir.
Shalom.
I like your jacket.
Thank you
Welcome,
very
sir.
much.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 ones is a mistake. What will you consider a second fall? You go first, Ma.
A second fall. The Bible talks about if a man falls, he should rise up again. We all make mistakes, and it's possible to fall up to 7 times.
Okay.
We're expected to get it again and believers.
In everything. Hold it. No, just consider that and hold it. So what would you consider is you first time it was a mistake, a second time? How would you say it?
David said the 7th time.
The
to rise.
7th time.
Yes.
Okay.
If you fall the 7th time, get ready to rise.
Okay.
So it's a caution.
Okay.
You are cautioned by your times of fall
Okay.
to readdress your mind and to learn. To learn. It's a learning process
I like
in
what
life.
I like what you said, sir. I said to readjust your mind and to learn. But don't you think this readjusting of your mind and learning can save you the other falls?
Yeah.
Or having to fall?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to talk more about that.
If you refuse to correct yourself, you'll fall again.
Okay?
But I think there's a verb given by God that if you fall again is there to help you because it has purpose in your life.
Okay.
And these are giving you experiences for it's a hard teacher anyway, for others, because you're going to be a teacher. You teach other people and make them not to fall,
Okay.
because by your experience, they will learn. So you are putting to fall, your children are there to hear that and say, for example, I got correction from my father. The failure of my father, marrying 2 wives, gave me a caution, and I said, I will never fall like my father. Right from the beginning of my life, I saw how they were fighting. And that helped me to caution and direct my life concerning marriage.
Well, that's a very good one. Being able to pick what's supposed to be a defect or a setback, using it to be a strength,
Yes,
to be
to
help to
somebody else.
others.
Yes.
Oh, that's a very good one, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, Ma, I also want you to look at this. You know, the aspects of using your past, what your faults, picking them and building. The Bible said, I agree that a righteous man can fall 7 times and rise again. But I want to beg to say that, it should be avoided. It's not in all cases. If you can't, just do. Like the case we have right now. Okay, a first marriage. And a second one is on the verge of, and then she's crying for help. What do you think she should do? Do you think there were lessons she didn't learn from the past that you saw from her? That's it.
The truth is that every day we make mistakes and
Okay.
we learn from them. On a daily basis, we make mistakes. And there's an adage that says, what a child will climb a tree and be looking at, an elder that is sitting down, probably on the floor, already knows the outcome of that. Why? Because they have had their own experiences. They've seen things and they know. So what it is that we all make mistakes, but we need to learn from them. And the truth is, even as you are trying to learn, you are still making some errors. And as you make those errors, you need to learn from them because it will surely be used on later in life. So for her, yes, she made a mistake in the first marriage. We don't know why she really got divorced. And then she has made this mistake again. So she needs to sit down and now assess her own life. It's not about crying. There are sometimes, yes, she needs to cry it out.
Yeah, really.
Then she needs to sit down and say, okay, where did I go wrong? That is the learning point.
Yes.
Because if you don't analyze what has happened to you, you will keep making that mistake because you won't see the reason why you should change. So she needs to sit down. Okay, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? okay, how can I amend now? And then I have to put like checks so that this thing doesn't happen again. The organization where I work, that's what happens. When something goes wrong, they say what caused that thing. And so next time you have like 4 or 5 or 6 checks for that particular thing. Other people will come and say, why is this thing being done like this? You can just go straight and do this and leave. No, because a mistake has happened before and we don't want a repeat of that mistake. So there are things that you do to prevent that mistake.
Okay. Because naturally, the first picture of marriage you get are your parents' picture of marriage, good or bad. So how does people really get out of this picture formed in their mind and build with their partner? Because Bible says them compare themselves and others. They are no wise. So I want you to talk more about others.
And that's what the Bible says from the beginning. A man must leave his father and his mother's failures and successes and then get cleaved to. So you must be ready to leave them. So my father failed, my father succeeded, and create your own desire to succeed. By chingumming, let me use the word chingumming, you are partner.
Yeah.
And you succeed. You see, that's the problem of that woman by the water. Jesus saw her, she's thirsty. She had a test. And he's the only one that can satisfy that test. Had the 5th failure. It's even the one in your house now. It's not yours. Like this man, he was not the woman's husband.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I mean, until you meet your husband, you will clean. So Jesus gave her the solution. So disappointment is not the end of a man's life. But when you meet with grace, you'll be graced up to fly like an eagle. Like the woman, by the way, this is the 5th man in your house, yet not your husband. So the same problem. This woman had the 2nd, yet not her husband. It was surely split.
Okay.
But when your task for men is met, then you'll be controlled. Like Kitten Krumah had 2 disappointments, divorces, but one of the greatest women on earth that God used. Until 70-something, she died. She was wonderfully used by God.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll go on a short break, but before we do that, we'll come back to continue this. But before we do that, I want to reiterate something he said that really got to me. The Bible says, a man shall leave, woman as well, because Bible was not speaking gender-wise, was generic.
Man is man.
Okay, so a man should leave and cleave. And I like what you said. You leave success and failures. You leave these things behind and you build with your partner. Okay, we'll go on a short break right now. We'll be back to continue this. Please go nowhere. Hello, you're welcome back to Decisions. Okay, before we went on the break, where we looked at the picture that almost everybody, if not everybody, already have gotten from their own parents, and they try to force on their partner. We said that you should be flexible with your partner and grow with your partner. And Reverend Ezekiel helped us to expatiate on that. We want to move on, okay? Because for her, I don't think she really took to caution a former breakup. Because here we have a case where she didn't, was this man annulled completely from his former marriage? Okay, she just, I don't know, somewhere she just missed it. I want you to talk more on that, giving attention to details.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
The first thing was the man started approaching her romantically.
Okay.
And she was swept off her feet, probably because she had divorced and she needed a man. Initially, she suspended him, but her father talked her into getting close to the guy. So now, the thing is, if she had sat down, back to what I was talking about previously, if she had sat down and said, okay, what do I really want?
Yeah.
what do I really want? Do I just want a man in my life? Now, this man had not divorced his wife. He had not totally separated from the woman. The woman just left him and he was in a bad shape. And she felt she was available for him. If she had gone through a divorce previously, yes, probably she was emotionally down and needed attention. That's where her caution would have come in. One, and as a Christian, she would have asked for God's help. The truth is that overcoming temptation on a daily basis without the Spirit of God, it is not easy. As a Christian, you get temptations every day. And I guess as a managing director, she didn't just want to go for anyone. And well, this is someone that was working with her. But I think that was the more reason why she needed to apply caution. She needed the Holy Spirit to help her at this point. Because I'm sure the temptations were coming. Maybe, probably would have been buying gifts for her. You know, doing things that will make her happy and need a man. Although she initially didn't want it. But her father talked her into it. But I don't think anyone should be able to turn us away from the way of God and the way of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit should be our comforter, our help, our guide. And if the Holy Spirit, if she had turned to the Holy Spirit, I'm sure she would have fallen into this. Yes.
So, sir, would you consider her, if she actually said no to her father, she should have been right, or she would have been right? If she had declined continuing the relationship because her father said so, it should have been justified.
Yes, now.
Okay?
Your decision is yours. To marry is not your father's decision. I have 5 girls. I cannot influence their decision concerning marriage. Otherwise, I will mislead them. I've gotten my own marriage. I took my decision. I'm liable to my decision. Both the debts and the assets, everything. So, we don't force our daughters. We don't lead them to decide. Because I only ask my daughter, do you love this man? Say yes. Yes, sir. But make sure details are gone into, whether he was married before or not, those things. Get the details. And then whether she's a Christian or they are suitors, couples that can couple themselves together. I haven't gotten that one question. Do you love him? Yeah. You love her? That's all. The decision is theirs. So I cannot.
But would you consider the major things having been there? Because the thought just came to me now. What if the father is
the father was not a good
the father is
counselor.
not even saved, he's not a child
Thank
of God.
you, he's not a good
And then
counselor.
how safe, because he's my father, you want to
No,
collect
no, no.
counsel
No.
when he's not saved. Your value system has become is now different from his,
It's not a
but he's still your
difference.
counselor because he's your father. I want to talk about that, sir. More
Jesus is
about
our
that.
counselor.
Okay.
All right? And then we have another counselor, which is the Holy
Holy
Ghost.
Spirit, yeah.
Right? So once you get the counselor from one of the names of Jesus, Wonderful and the Counselor. Once you get that counsel from Jesus, nobody else. You're ready to turn down. When I got the counsel about my wife from Jesus, I told my father was trying to, I said, stop there. Right from him. So you respect the Lord who has given me this counsel. And he did. So, because, see, the Holy Spirit, every one of us needs the counsel of the Holy Spirit. Anything you want to do. First, once you hear from him, just be calm. He will finally land you where your expectations are. You understand? So, I think the father was not a good counselor.
I'm sure
very
if she had waited a
Mhm.
bit, just waited on the Lord a bit, God help me, guide me. Before long, look at the time, just 13 months.
Mhm.
18 months, yeah.
Before long, the man would have gone to reconcile and she would have been on her own again without a pregnancy. You understand?
Yeah.
So she didn't wait on the Lord, she didn't seek the Lord's counsel. She just went ahead based on the things she heard around her, the need for a man. She just.
I
And
think
I think even both of them.
experience
Okay.
is also a counselor.
Okay.
She refused to take the counsel of what happened to her last. We're told that if a snake bites you, by the time you see a rope, you will say, this looks like a snake. Then you caution and you will not fall into. You say, I had a fall somehow from a fence. I don't cross the gutters anyhow now. Whenever I see a plank, I try to test that plank whether it's able to carry my weight. From experience. Experience is a good teacher. but a hard one.
Yeah.
Right. So
So please
she
don't-
refused to learn from her past experience. She will fall in the second time. And I think if she's tried again, she will fall again. She looks foolish.
So like he said, please don't learn from experience, your own experience. You have seen others learn as we're talking now. Please learn. You can also
You can only learn from your experience.
yes, you can, but please
I've
don't
been
wait to
bitten by
learn
a
from
snake.
your experience.
No, her case, she
Yes.
has been bitten by a snake. Let me use the word snake. Alright? Now she saw another snake and she went into it and she was given the second bite. And I think if another snake comes, she has not learned, she will fall again. I had an experience of something. All I hear from the Lord is learn. Learn. What is the learning? You are no more that 34 years boy. You are 65. Going to 66. Learn. Don't jump in here. That's only the message I hear from my master. Learn. So I begin to caution myself the way I even walk down and the way I react. Because I'm no more that 34, 35. I'm telling you what's happening.
Yeah, and that's because I like what you say, and that's because you can hear from God. And that we won't stay there, but that's not a topic. But it's very important for every child of God to hear
From God.
Learn to hear from God. It comes by relationship.
Personal
Yes.
relationship.
Okay, I also want to look at the issue of I noticed that both of them made vulnerable decisions. Like they were in pain. She was out of one marriage, struggling. He was out of one marriage, and then they found strength or solace in each other. I mean, how bad can that be, Mr. Bora?
It has ruined a lot of lives, you know. Like I said, the best thing is when you are pained, when you are hurt, the best person to go to is God. Because pain makes people make very silly mistakes and make wrong decisions. So the best thing is when you are in pain or you are hurt, turn to your Creator. No man can take away your pain as much as your Creator can, and He will direct you to the place of your peace. There is no amount of human being. People take solace in drinking, they take solace in womanizing, but I tell you, as a believer, you have somewhere to run to, and run to that place. That is the only place you can find help. No matter who you meet, it will always make the situation worse when you don't go to the right place.
Because I know I heard a saying that it actually helped me many times, where you say if you ask 10 people for one thing, you get 10 or
Different answers.
100 opinions. If like
Yes.
somebody give you 10 and then you multiply, you have multiple. So, but have a discipler, someone you listen to, get counsel. Their homes, their churches, go to your pastor, please get counsel so you can be safe. Okay, we're going to be wrapping this up soon. I want to start to tell the lady in question, okay, where she is right now with the husband gone. How should she build and get help and know that God is on her side? How does she get out of this? A
Was she
stronger
really
person?
a husband?
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Was there really marriage done? She just took advantage of the situation, and she was stepping on a sinking ground. She stepped on a sinking ground. To other people, you must learn that a woman lives, have left her husband, can leave 7 times and they are reconciled. They can be reconciled 7 times.
Yeah.
I just hear the woman just let them. I get a sorry, cook for your husband and then you cook for the man with another intention. By the time you are trying to solve that man's problem, the man is a human being now. He will say, why don't I take advantage of this? They were not really married. There was no divorce. It was just separation that can be reconciled. So don't think if a woman leaves a man or a man leaves a woman, they have divorced. No, there's nothing like divorce. They've only separated. They can be reconciled 7 times. We've had that.
Okay.
The woman should pick up the broken pieces.
Okay.
It's not easy to be a managing director, and at the end you go out with someone that is under you, and this kind of thing happens. It is not easy. I think she should first of all take some time out, go somewhere different, Although her father's health is at stake, she shouldn't look at the father. She has her own life to live.
Mm-hmm.
She shouldn't blame the father either, but just tell him she needs some time off. She should go somewhere, ask for mercy from the Lord, and ask for God to restore her. There's nothing wrong in it, although it's a mistake, but there's nothing. Maybe God is using it as a means to give her a child that she can, pour her, affection on. So she should have a baby and be restored back. When she comes back, she should not take, people will talk. People will come with different things that, see this madam, people always talk.
Yeah.
Whether you do good or you do bad, people must talk about you. So do what you are supposed to do. Face your God. Now she should just face her God. And if God, provides someone for her, although she's been divorced, so I think she should just face her God and her child.
Okay. Reverend Ezekiel, what about the man? What's the final word to him?
Which man?
The should I call him half married man?
He's a boy. It's not yet a man. If he's a man, he will marry well. It's a boy. But nevertheless, let's address him as a seeming man.
Okay.
If he's a man, he will have not fallen into what he has felt.
What about the responsibility of the pregnant? Should I call him a woman or a wife? However, a woman or a wife should be his responsibility to the pregnancy.
The MD.
Yes, sir.
That child is his.
And should take responsibility.
The woman herself can take responsibility of that. But the truth is that now reconciled to her, his own husband, his own wife, he should stick to his wife and forget the other. What is wrong with men is that they don't want to stick. They want to carry along Lot and his family. Stick to your wife. Stick to your wife. Chingom her.
Okay.
Have proper relationship with your wife. Make sure, tell her you are just alone with me in this world. And when that woman sees that, you are just with him alone. By sticking, cleaving, you win her.
Get the
And
best,
you make it proper.
the most of her.
You will properly fixed.
Yes, sir.
He should not even relate with that woman any longer. Because it's going to break that woman again. That woman will run away. Because you've offended the woman. For the little time I left you, you couldn't even bear. You just want to make a relationship with somebody again and have another child. Nonsense. So you just see how you let her know that I am for you and you are for me alone. That's what we call marriage.
Okay, time.
So it has nothing to do with this MD. The MD should go. She almost caused trouble. She should go and, like my dear sisters, go and reconcile things with God. See what God has for you in the future and readdress your life.
Okay, so in a nutshell, what we're saying is she is the victim, but not maybe made a victim partially, but she played into being a victim. But one thing we want to say to her and to many others like that in that stead is that you're no longer a victim, you're the Lord's free man. And we want you to know that no matter where you're at, you can pick up your life and build it back because God has not written off on you yet. And He won't, I promise you that, because His love is from everlasting to everlasting. Okay, I also want to tell you that don't forget to leave your comments, your questions, and any other topic you want us to deal with on our social media handle showing on the screen. But I must not fail to appreciate my guest. Ma, you're welcome. You made it possible for us to be here. Thank you very much. But thank you very much, sir. And viewers at home, thank you very much. See you some other time. Bye for now.
I don't know what it is that brought you here today. I don't know what it is you've been looking for. Lift your head up to the sky. God is ready for you. Hear the